Spirited Appliance Repair here, and we got a washer for you today, and it is not draining. First thing we're going to do is get into diagnostics. So with the dial, you go left, right, right, left, right. You turn the dial twice, hit start, and then you want to get it to where there's 3 lights showing. Then you hit start. That is testing the drain pump. You really can't hear it in the video, but what it sounds like is a low hum, like a stuck motor, pretty much. So we're gonna get down into this drain pump and see if there's anything stuck in it. First thing we're gonna do is get all this water out. We're gonna try and get it from the top first. So I got my shop vac getting that water out. Then we're gonna tip this thing over and take off this drain pump. But there's still water in this tub, so whenever you get down to that drain pump, you want to take off that drain hose connected to it, and get more water out with that shop vac. This one also has an oil leak. Customer's not gonna, do anything with that because those gear cases are pretty pricey. But if this drain pump only has like a sock or something in it, it'll definitely be worth it for them. It'll at least buy them some time until that gear case truly goes out. But anyways, I got that water line off already and drained out all the water, so I'm gonna get this drain pump off and we're gonna check it out and see what it feels like. There's 3 screws, they're 5/16, and once you get those 3 screws out and get that harness and water line off, this thing just drops right down. Alright, drain pump is off, and I know how these drain pumps feel. I know what a good one feels like and what a bad one feels like. You want to turn it from left to right and see if there's some resistance. If there's resistance both ways, the motor is most likely good. And in this case, this motor does feel good. So I go ahead and I actually plug it in and see if it runs. But to do that, we get back up top when we get back into diagnostics and go to manual test to test the drain pump again. You can also, instead of doing this, you can put it into a drain and spin, but it takes a little longer for that drain pump to come on. And in diagnostics, you can turn it on and you can turn it off whenever you want to. You can test anything really. But we're getting back to the drain pump test, and we're gonna get down there, and I'm gonna plug this thing in. You'll see it start to turn. And let me also apologize for this angle I have going on here. But yeah, plug it in. This drain pump is turning now. It sounded like it was stuck before. At the time, I didn't know it, but there was a sock down in there. And whenever I was sucking that water out with the shop vac, the sock sucked into it. But also while I'm down here, I did check power. So it is getting power. And that's something you guys can check too. If you plug that pump in and it's still not turning, you can make sure it gets power. And if it gets power, you know your drain pump's bad. If it's not getting power, most likely your relay board's bad, and in that case you're probably not going to fix it. But I'm going to go ahead and put this thing back together, and we're going to fill it up with water and see if this thing actually drains. All right, I'm going to get back into diagnostics again and turn on one of the valves. And, you go back to manual tests, and the first light is your cold valve. So I'm turning on the cold valve right now, and it is filling with water. And once it fills up, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds, I turn it off and go to the drain pump test and hit start. And I actually hear the water draining out now. So there was something in this pump. My shop vac sucked it up, but I didn't know it until I emptied the shop vac out. So, yeah, this drain pump, all it had was a sock in it, and that was it. That was the only issue other than that gear case leaking. So if you guys happen to need a drain pump, I'll actually have that part in the description below, if you guys need that. But if you need a control board, I'm going to recommend replacing it, because those things are around like $300 or so, and you probably didn't spend maybe $400 or $500 on this washer. Anyways, I hope this helped you guys out. This washer is working good afterwards. So if it helps, give me a like, subscribe. Thanks for watching.